Right, you're gonna be out here. Don't be crazy. You heard? Yeah, you can stay out here, but don't be crazy. That's not. We don't want that. Okay? Or you want to come on the table? I know. You just want to be all in my ass. You're. Oh, that's what I forgot. Hold up. Hold on. Hold up. Hold on. I hope it's not too loud and too ghetto. They doing construction, but I think with this bad boy, it kind of weeds out the construction noise a little bit. Let me know if you guys have a hard time hearing me. We will readjust and bring our asses inside. But I just said I forgot something. Oh, 1 second. All right. We good. We in business. What's going on, fam? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Happy Tuesday. Today's Tuesday, right? Yeah. Happy Tuesday and all the good stuff. You heard? All the good stuff. We're going to tap in today, as you guys probably saw. Let me see. Which ones? I'm like, I already did the whole title and everything, but the fixed signs one for this week. So Taurus today, tomorrow Leo, Scorpio on Thursday, and Aquarius on Friday. That's what y'all voted for. So thank you guys for participating in the polls. Shalisha's about to be on her bully in a second. If you start chewing on the plastic, you're going inside. Just because you a Taurus don't mean you get to be crazy today. That's not what that means. Get it? Okay. Now that we got that understanding, I ran back inside because it's April 1st. So, like, happy April. It's crazy. It's April already. And y'all know, the OGs know, April vibes, spring vibes always gives me sacred bee vibes. And so I think we're going to start with this today. Keep in mind, collective, that first of all, I'm waiting for the chat to come up because I do want to tap in and I do want to talk to y'all. I do want to tap in. I do want to talk to y'all in today's live. What I was going to say. Oh, keep in mind that even if you don't know if you have Taurus energy or any Taurus. Hold up. What is this? Why are you texting me like this? All right. Even if you don't know if you have Taurus energy in your chart or not, there definitely could be some messages here for you. We're going to tap in for the collective. We're just going to be focusing on Taurus energy wherever you have Taurus in your chart. Every single one of us has a second house in our chart, which is Taurus energy. What? You want to go inside now? Or te bien pendeja, and then you're going to start when I lock you inside. Want to come outside? Somebody can't make up their mind. Y'all hear her? Y'all hear me? Somebody can't make up their mind. Hold up. I'm going to let you in, but then you're not coming back out. Goodbye. 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 My bad, guys. Mad unprepared. I thought we were gonna be early today, and we a little bit late, but it's all good. I pulled the spirit song too, because at some point, another one of my spring decks, we're gonna pull that. Still waiting for the chat to come up. What was I saying before Shyla rudely interrupted? Oh, what I was saying was that somebody can't make up their mind. Taurus energy. Somebody also, the beginning, like the first like 3 minutes of this live was a little bit all over the place, which kind of wasn't anticipating that. But somebody may feel like that. Like that may actually be someone's day to day. That's someone's new norm. Yeah, that's someone's new norm. It just feels very chaotic. It feels a little bit all over the place. I do want to say somebody's trying to like keep like they're showing me an octopus. Somebody is wearing many hats, but somebody's trying to like stay afloat. Somebody's like, if I slip on one thing, it's gonna fuck up the whole trajectory of what I got going on. I don't know why they're making me feel condensed chaos. It's like shit is chaotic, but like I got control. I mean, I'm barely holding on, but I got a little bit of control here. A little bit. A little bit. Yo. For my people who drink coffee, especially for my coffee drinkers on a daily basis, I don't drink no coffee, and even though when y'all see me on camera, I be with the Snapple, but I'm not on camera all day. On this channel, y'all only see me on camera for an hour, and on the vlog channel, y'all see me on camera for like 5 minutes out of my day. I drink a lot of water now, so whenever I do have the hit of the Snapple, I'm like, this gotta be what the coffee drinkers feel, cause yo, gotta be. Procrastination is heavy Taurus energy right now, or heavy in the energy for Taurus. I don't think this is Taurus, or I don't think this is something that Taurus wants to do. For some reason it feels like the safe bet. For some reason it feels like let me hold off on reacting. There's something that Taurus would have normally reacted to by now that feels very specific. Honestly, that feels very specific. I don't know. Let's get into these cards. Shout out to everybody who's tapping in live. I know it's Tuesday. I know it's the middle of the day. So a lot of you guys are probably at work, especially those of y'all who are on the East Coast. On the West Coast, you guys could be just getting into work. It should be morning over there right now. So shout out to everybody who's listening. Charlotte's already at the door trying to open it back up. I'm going to really whoop her ass. Today's going to be the day. And then when I don't open, she's going to go right here to the window and give me the look of death. Yo. The first card that fell out was face down. Oh, I don't know why I feel like jittery. Woo! I don't like that. I was chilling before this live stream. Oh, the Hermit in the reverse, and it was face down. Somebody's out of their element here. Somebody's out of their element. The Princess of Swords, which in this deck, the princess has 2 swords in her depiction. So someone doesn't understand why. Someone doesn't understand why they feel in this way. Someone's intuition. Oh man, it's going to be one of those readings. Someone's intuition is telling them one thing, and their mind or their feelings, their emotions, something here got them like in denial, heavy denial about something. Somebody's convinced that they can change something. Somebody's convinced that they can make something be what they expected it to be, or what they thought it was going to be, or what they perceived it to be, or what they already claimed it was going to be. Oh man, this is going to sting. Taurus. Ace of Pentacles and the 9 of Wands. What the holy fuck? The Hermit in the reverse. and it was face down. It's wild because the way that I was, y'all see me on this camera. Oh, I'm almost never not with my ass in the chair by the time this shit goes live. Today I was in and out. I got off this chair like 3 times in the first like 4 minutes of this reading. Back and forth. I forgot stuff. Charla, I forgot something else. My nerves, I shuffled. I didn't even start pulling until just like 2 minutes ago. Somebody is a little bit, I don't like that. I don't like that. And they were showing me the octopus before. The Hermit in the reverse, the Princess of Swords, the Ace of Pentacles, and the Nine of Wands. I'm telling you, there's something here that you either, you called it too soon, you put too much faith in this. Somebody, I'm going to go as far, Taurus, to say somebody put all their chickens in one basket too way prematurely. It feels very premature. It feels like you jumped the gun on something. I don't think your intentions were wrong here. I don't think your intentions were bad. Let me just say that. I don't think the intentions were bad. I just feel like, because they're making me feel like, but did you learn anything? The fact that you did this again, like, did you really learn anything? Like, what, how? And maybe this is Taurus telling themselves, like, damn, did you? Here we are again. Like, they're making me, oh my God, the fucking Mobb Deep song. Whether I win or lose, here I go again. Da-da-da-da-da, da-da-da. I can't remember the name of it. Whether I win or lose. I know that's Mobb Deep. Dun, 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 dun. I need the name of it. Hold on. Because the way that shit just got loud. I knew it was Mobb Deep. It was, I was hearing it, and then I couldn't remember the name of it, so I was just gonna let it go, and they made it, like, they put more emphasis on the song. They made it louder. Mobb Deep. Oh, win or lose. It is literally the lyrics. Wait. I mean, it is literally the title. Yo, I can't even. Is fucking Mercury still retrograde? Because what's happening here? It's wild. Because before I came live, like, I was chilling. I was good. I had a fucking amazing morning, actually. Another day, another dollar. I'm about getting money. Then you can give me a holler. My nose runny. I've been out in the cold hustling for so long, my hands numb. But I feel that paper in my palm. It's time to go shopping for some cars, not fashion, whips, blah, 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 blah. This doesn't feel relevant to me. We don't own the niggas. I know. Fuck the POs. They push out flies to the top, blah, blah. Here I go again. All right, here's the chorus. Whether I win or lose, but losing ain't an option, girl. My destination is the top of the world. Here I go again. Here I come, win or lose, but losing ain't an option, blah, blah. Y'all like bitches chit-chattering. Somebody could have just came home from jail. I'm like looking at the lyrics real quick, and I'm like, what's the relevance here? I don't see the relevance. The relevance might not be for me. The relevance is for y'all, for somebody. Somebody could have just came out of jail. Somebody could have put their faith in someone who came out of jail. I hate to be the one to break it to you, because, like, I'm the first one to vouch for the underdog, but people are going to always show you who they are. And I think maybe that's why something was too soon. Somebody put all their faith in someone that they didn't even have enough time to see if this person was really about that, really about the shit that they were saying. Someone jumped the gun on something. That's essentially the message here. Something was too soon. You put everything you had, your faith, you put your future, you put something in they're showing me someone's hands. That's why I'm doing this. But you put too much in someone way too fucking soon. Someone, they keep bringing me back to the jail. If someone could be going back to jail, which is fucked up. Someone could be doing things that can definitely send them back to jail. It feels like I'm hearing screaming. That somebody could be beefing, somebody could be arguing. You could be telling someone, or someone's telling you, like, why would you even do some shit like this? Like, why would you even take a chance like this? And someone's literally saying, like, this is who I am, or I'm a hustler, I'm this, I'm that. That's what the lyrics was. It's crazy because I've heard that song before. I was gonna switch decks, but they're telling me to stay. I've heard that song before, but I've never, I don't know, I guess I never really paid attention to the lyrics in the beginning. There could be a lot of people involved in something. It feels like a lot of opinions. Feels like a lot of chatter. Because even now I'm hearing the guys talking, which is not distracting me, surprisingly. But it does feel like someone has something going on, but there's a lot of other shit going on around them. So either you could live with a lot of people, or you could be um in the thick of something and you have like a lot of opinions around you. You have like, this could be like immediate family. Even if they don't live with you, this could be immediate family. If this is a romantic connection, this is like you're in a connection with someone, y'all going through something, but either it's your family or their family or your friends, and it just feels like a lot of people, they're going like this to me. There's a lot of people around, like there's a lot of, maybe that's why, because Taurus is like, I'm trying to like be easy here. I'm trying to not lose my shit. I'm trying to not lose my composure. And I think it's because there's a lot of people around. Somebody doesn't want to show their ass. And you know, it's typical for Taurus energy to not, I want to be very careful as I say this, because Taurus is like, I'm all the way with the shits. Okay. But not when you're wrong though. And I know a lot of Tauruses don't like to hear that shit. I'm a Taurus rising, so I get it. But like, because somebody's like, nah, I'm all the way with the shits. Whatever. If I got to say something, all right, so then why you didn't do that when your intuition was telling you that something was off? Why wasn't you all the way with the shits when this was happening? You all the way with the shits when it's time to address somebody else's shit, or when somebody is playing with you. But, and I feel you, right? But like, when you realize that they were playing with you, why you wasn't with the shits then? Because that's really what we want to talk about right here. That's what's coming out in these cards. Because even with this Ace of Pentacles and the Nine of Wands, this is somebody forcing something that they're trying to manifest. No matter what you do, no matter what superpowers you got, no matter how good your pussy is, no matter what you spin, if spirit says this shit ain't for you, it ain't for you. And nothing you do is going to bring this shit in for you. Nothing. Somebody's forcing that with the Nine of Wands. Somebody's like, I'm really on that. I'm really like that. Like, this is my person. I said this was my person, and that's just what it's going to be. All right, you're going to be sharing this person, because that's what this feels like. Low key, that's what, high key, not even low key. High key, that's what this feels like, which is fucked up. Is real fucked up. The Hermit in the reverse, the Two of Swords, because it's the Princess of Swords, but look at her. She got two swords in her card, which is not typical. I got over 100 decks. Here, I got some here, I got some inside. And when I tell you, I've watched readings and all type of shit, right? I've never, until this deck, seen a Princess of Swords depicted with two swords on her. This is Two of Swords is somebody who knew but wanted to avoid, which is also the Hermit in the reverse. And not only did the Hermit come out in the reverse, the Hermit was the first card out and fell face down. So this is the most important energy on the table today. So let's really talk about it. Because somebody's like, nah, I'm really like that. No, you really like that, but you really like that when it's convenient. So really, are you like that? Somebody's very upset with themselves. Because I can't, I don't want to sit here and be like, whoever this person is, they don't realize what they're doing. I think you understand. I think you know. I think you recognize from the beginning, the Hermit in the reverse and the Princess of Swords. I think you realize from the beginning, oh, I'm doing it again. And instead of working your way out of it, because before Spirit was telling me, like, but did you really learn? Like, come on, like, really, did you learn anything? And it's wild because I feel like you may be telling someone this, but ultimately it's a mirror. And I knew I should have fucking brought that deck out. I'm probably about to get up again and run inside because the mirror is the Lenormand. It's a mirror. The same way you're telling someone, come on, like, why would you fucking take that chance? Like, didn't you learn? Spirit been telling you that from the beginning of your interaction with this person. This might not even be romantic. This could be you putting all your money into something financial, or both. You could be in bed with somebody, literally in bed with them, and getting in bed with them like financially. Because they, from the beginning, they said Taurus put all their chips in a bag prematurely. It was way too soon. And low key, this is either somebody If this is not somebody you just met right now, like within the last year, if you've been with this person for 8 years, when you got with them, you had just met them. Because it feels like you didn't give enough time. Because listen, you could be with somebody for 20 years and never truly know who they are. Unless they willing to show, somebody could hide who they are. You could sleep with them, live with them, break bread with them. You could do all the things with them and really never know who they are if they're not authentically themselves. That's a thing. But it feels like something about time here. The time that someone knew someone, or the time that someone was in someone's space, the jail thing, somebody, you could have known somebody when you were kids. Life happened, jail happened. Now the person's home and now you know them again, but you don't know them. You have to relearn them because life done happen. Either way, it feels like someone prematurely put their faith, their finances, their heart in a bag with somebody that they shouldn't have done. Let me get the Lenormand real quick, because then I want to take this off and keep going. I don't want to stay on this because I'm like, I knew Taurus was going to be hard to do because Taurus energy is mad stubborn. And that depicts, it shows itself in the readings. So much so that people be hitting me up like, yo, what you got against Taurus? What you got against Capricorn? Every time. Every time. And like, I'm on the cusp with Capricorn. My rising's Taurus. My grandchild is their Tauruses. Like, I love Taurus energy. It's not me. It's what's coming out in the cards. Let me get the Lenormand. Hold up. You want to come outside? But if you come outside, you're not coming back in. Come on. You want to come out? Come on. Come. Oh, I love you. I love you so much. Yeah, it's right here. Shala's not funny. I'm like, you want to come outside? She gives me the doughy eyes. And then when I pick her up to bring her outside, she's like, you told me I couldn't come back out once I went inside, bitch, but I knew you were going to come get me. The Lenormand. I just want to pull a few cards to kind of, I guess, clarify, but let's just tap in and see what the energy is like here, and then we'll move on from this message. It's interesting. Someone's making me feel like they can't just move on. I don't know. Maybe they've invested too much money. That's the feeling. Maybe someone feels like they've invested too much money. They've invested too much time to just walk away. This is going to sound real harsh. And I mean this in the most Aquarius way ever. Fuck that. Fuck that. Fuck them. It's never too much. What do you mean you can't walk away? You can always walk away. You're choosing not to walk away. But it's never I can't walk away. I don't know. I don't know if this is like kids involved. I don't give a fuck. We could have just bought a house yesterday. I find out some shit, I'm leaving you today. You heard? Like, that just is what it is. One of the machines they got, I don't know if y'all could hear that, but one of the machines that they got, or something that they're doing, it almost sounds like a dog moaning. That was weird. Ugh. The Divine Man. The Sly Fox with another 9 of Wands, right? 2, 4, 6, 8. Yes, 9. The 9 of Wands and the Divine Feminine. I didn't say this was a relationship. I didn't say somebody was forcing this. 9 of Wands, Ace of Pentacles. I didn't say somebody was forcing this, because why the 9 of Wands came out right in between. I didn't say this already. Y'all let me know. This feels like an image, because it's the mirror that brought me to this deck. This feels like an image. This feels like something that someone's really struggling to portray. get more cards on this. You know what I'm big on numerology, right? And so with these, in this deck, in this Venetian, this Lenormand rather, I always thought it was interesting that the Divine Feminine, the number on the Divine Feminine is a 2. It equates to a 2. It's a 29 on her card, right? 29 is 11, 1 and 1 is 2. But for the Divine Masculine, it's a 1. 28, 8 and 2 is 10, which breaks down to a 1. That always gives me that always made me feel like the Divine Masculine was in for self, when the Divine Feminine was in for the us factor, 2. And it's wild because the 9 of Wands is a 14. The Sly Fox, which this is not a good energy in this Venetian, but this energy breaks down to a 5. It's 14. It breaks down to a 5. 5s in tarot is not good. 5 of Wands, 5 of Pentacles, 5 of Cups, 5 of Swords. Those are all difficult, really difficult energies. And the number 5 in the major would be the Hierophant, which is Taurus, right? Did I just get that right? Hold on, let me Google that real quick. It's the 5th card in the major arcana. That's crazy that I got that right, because y'all know I know my shit, but I don't be knowing my shit sometimes. Oh shit. Someone may be feeling like, yo, I'm just destined to go through shit the hard way. I did a live. I did a reading and I did the signs, and I remember saying that it was earth energy. One of the earth energy, I don't know if it was Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn, one of the 3. And somebody was like saying like, I just learned the hard way. It just is what it is. This is just the way life goes for me. Because I'm feeling that now again. The 3 of Pentacles, which is time. Time. Somebody should have grown out of this by now. Somebody should have learned how to move past this by now. Somebody should have learned how to navigate like through this or around this. Because I keep feeling like this is just what it is. Like this fucking shoulder shrug triggers the fuck out of me. But that's what they're making me feel like. It is what it is. And spirit is like, no, bitch, that's what you're making it be. You're leaving it to be this way. It never had to be this way. Like somebody was saying even here, like I'm really like that. Somebody is gonna not violate me. Somebody's not gonna violate me. I'm really like that. But then spirit was like, fam, if you was really like that for real, this would have never passed this. This would have never passed this if you really was like that. Like if we really gonna get there. Because somebody at this level trying to force the Ace of Pentacles. Oh, no, I'm really like that. You said you was gonna show up this way. This is what it is. No. If you really was like that, you would have identified when they didn't really show up the way they said they was gonna the first time, and you would have aborted mission. It's gonna be a rude ass awakening for somebody. Somebody went through something already. You know, that's the thing, and I've been feeling that with Taurus energy a lot. Like something karmic already popped off, and where you were supposed to have time to recoup, regenerate, heal, because they're showing me a 4 of Swords. You were supposed to take that time, and instead of doing that, it's like you jump head into something even worse. I've been getting that energy for Taurus since like last year. And like y'all could go back, especially the members, because they have access to all the private readings. But like there's still some readings on the page publicly that go back to like last year. Anytime we picked up on Taurus energy, it was always the same shit for like a year, maybe even a little bit over a year. With this energy of like just, and spirit is like, yo, but why? Why you keep choosing this shit? Somebody could actually be looking at themselves in the mirror like, why the fuck? And honestly, this feels like some inner child shit. Like it's not here yet. It's not on the table yet. Because I think somebody isn't here yet with this part of their journey. But I think that soon enough, if they actually start to like really look at themselves in the mirror, they're gonna realize this is some inner childhood shit that I need to heal. Because if I still am choosing shit like this, I'm the common denominator. There's something here that is on me that I gotta fix before I think about choosing anything else. Somebody's kicking themselves in the ass. Somebody's like, how the fuck did I do this again? How did I choose this again? And honestly, I don't think you chose again. I think you chose worse than whatever it was you was dealing with. And that energy that keeps kind of regurgitating, because that's what it feels like. It's almost, honestly, Taurus, it's almost like you haven't even seen the worst. Like whatever's going on, whatever's transpiring, this is light work. And because you're so stubborn, Taurus energy, that 7 of Wands, because you're so fucking stubborn and you don't want to look at shit for what it is, it's only going to get worse. And spirit is in the background like, you haven't learned by now that sweeping shit under the rug ain't going to help you? I mean, I try to save you. I put you on. I told you, your intuition is on point. Your intuition, that's the thing with Taurus energy. That's what makes them so frustrating to deal. If you have anything in Taurus, it's so frustrating. Even for the person who has something in Taurus, it's like, because you know, right? Like you see it. You see when people playing in your face the first time. And you still be like, nah, people can't be that fucked up. People can't be that evil. People can't be that diabolical. People can't be that twisted. I've been nothing but nice to this person. I've been nothing but helpful to this person. There's no way people could be this fucking demented. People are going to always show you they could be worse than what you thought. But Taurus is so fucking stubborn. I'm like, I don't know how this goes. Like, obviously, I'm not a fucking psychic. I don't know how things end up playing out. But what I could say, because it's common sense, at the end, when things are all said and done, it's going to be a really tough pill to swallow for Taurus energy. Because this is going to be one of those moments where it's like, you thought going through something the first time around was going to be difficult. I'm talking to somebody, this romantic, I'm talking to somebody that done chose the karmic of the karmic 1 time, 2 time, 3 time, 10 time. Like this ain't coming out of something for the first time. Like, yo, I learned my lesson, never doing that again. No. This is somebody who done did it and like kept going lower and lower. And it's like you kept wanting to play with a bigger and bigger and bigger demon. And you know what that is? That's pride and that's ego. Because honestly, after the first time, instead of admitting, yo, I fucked up. I should have not did X, Y, and Z. I should have not allowed X, Y, and Z. Instead of admitting that, somebody is like this. Because it came out this way, the Hermit in the reverse. But in order for this to be on the table, that means it was like this at some point. And I think this is the reason why Taurus keeps going deeper and deeper and deeper in the messes that they find themselves in. Because instead of admitting and rectifying where they were wrong the first go, they kind of sweep it under the rug. And so when it's time to go a second time, the wounds are deeper, the pain is deeper, what needs to be hidden is more than it was before. And so it's almost like somebody's digging their own grave. Oh, quite literally is what this feels like. And it's wild, right? Because I want to say, every fiber in me wants to say, this may not be you. This could be somebody you're dealing with or has some type of connection to. But honestly, the way shit goes on this platform, the whole reason why I'm on here doing anything related to tarot is because of personal development. So I want to say this could be somebody you in cahoots with, some way, some shape, some form, your sister, your friend, your child, whatever. But honestly, if you're watching this might be you. Most likely is you. Because at the end of the day, I don't think spirit would be wasting any of our time here, picking this up in the energy for the end of the day to go by and someone to not have identified what they've done, or to not have identified the patterning that they're displaying, or to not even just be given the chance to make a change. Like I don't feel like this is somebody else. I feel like this is somebody in the collective, or at least somebody who's watching me. Somebody could be watching me today for the first time. I don't know. Wow. King of Wands and the Eight of Cups. Somebody's gonna flip the switch. I don't know if this is Taurus. I don't know if somebody else. I don't know. This is impulsively being done. Somebody's gonna flip the switch. If this is somebody else, if this is romantic and this is somebody else, because we already have the divine feminine and masculine, so this is already the couple that we're talking about. If this is one person, this is already the person we're talking about. Because if you've been with me for a while, you already know how this goes. We all have divine feminine energy, sacred masculine energy. We all have an equal amount of both. We should have equal amounts of both. So this could very well be one person. Either way, the pair would already be on the table. So to see the king, out of all the kings, this could be happening quick. This could happen quick. And if this is romantic, there's going to be another person involved out of nowhere. This is Taurus energy. If this is this may actually happen to Taurus. Yo, the tables would. Because if I'm lying, I'm flying. There's somebody here. Somebody's in a relationship with somebody and they selling the narrative. Hermit in the reverse. Page of Swords, which is essentially the Two of Swords in this deck, and the upright, right? With the Nine of Wands, persistence, it says on this card. Somebody is persistently chasing a fucking dream that was never meant to be. This is a Four of Cups dream. It's an Ace of Pentacles, but by force. This isn't a manifestation that just happened because you manifested it. No. This is something that you're forcing it to come to fruition. And the more you pressure something to be, it's going to fight against you even harder. Right? This is romantic. Somebody's in a relationship that they trying to shove that shit down whoever's throat, that this is great, that this is the love of their life, that this is the best thing that ever happened to them, that this person gets them in ways nobody ever got them. And that's the thing too, right? Because they just said nobody ever got them, and it's with the quotes, nobody. Somebody could have really put all their eggs in a basket here simply because they were still hurting from something that an ex did to them. I don't like that. I don't like that, but this is going to sting even more. Listen, whether you want to admit it or not, right? Because whoever I'm tapping into, I don't even think they've looked at it this deep yet. Because I'm pretty sure whoever's around you hasn't called you on this yet. But I'm going to be the one. I'm that friend. That's me. If you know me in real life, I'm that friend. And I give myself the same energy. I'm not just like this with other people. I'm harsher on myself than I can be on anybody that I love, right? And it's always out of love. Somebody, whoever I'm tapping into here, the people around you, they enabling the fuck out of you. When you're walking around and you still hurt because of something your childhood sweetheart did or something your baby father, your baby mother did, right? And instead of healing that, what you did was the first person that showed you some type of attention, you ran with it. And all of a sudden now, this is some shit that you ain't never experienced. The thing is, right, when you deal with narcissists or when you deal with people who have ill intentions, right? Or when you deal with people who are, especially if it's somebody who is locked up, right? Because now I'm thinking about it and I'm like, this would make sense for somebody. Let me tell you something. If you knew my story, which if you know my story, you know when I say what I'm about to say, it's all the way out of love. Because I'm telling you, I've been there. I know what I'm talking about. When niggas is in jail, girl, they're going to sell you the moon, the stars. They're going to sell you Jupiter, and that bitch ain't even up for sale. They could sell you water, even though you're the well. You ever heard that saying? Because whoever I'm tapping into met somebody that knew that by them selling you a specific pipe dream, you was going to be locked in. It's predatory. It's like predator energy. It's somebody who knew, oh, let me hold open a door real quick. Let me make sure I walk on the outside of the street real quick. Shorty don't know what that's like. Shorty was just dealing with this little nigga. Shorty don't know what this is like. Let me buy her a nice little meal. Let me buy her some nice little sneakers. Let me let her post me here and there. I'm about to run this bitch. Her whole life about to be in shambles. And I'm going to get everything I want from Shorty. And the people around you, instead of identifying this shit from the beginning, oh, this was love at first sight. Because again, like I said, this is something that's new. If it's not new right now, even if you knew this person for the last 8 years, when you got together, this was somebody you met and it just took off. It's somebody you hung out with one day and y'all were inseparable. It's codependent. And because somebody, i.e. Taurus, because this is a Taurus thing to do, somebody went hard. Oh, this person's going hard for me. I'm going to go hard for them. The thing is that this person, the way they were going hard for you is so bare minimum. The reason why for you it felt like they were going hard was because your last experience barely did the bare minimum. And so now to have someone do even the bare minimum was like a lot. And someone could have also brainwashed someone or gaslit someone or love bomb someone to the point where it was like, oh, I'm doing this and this is only the beginning. Oh, it's going to be even bigger. Because that's the thing, again, narcissistic people who manipulate. Because I don't even want to throw the narcissist thing out there because that's, these labels, the way they get thrown around is insane. But somebody who's manipulative knows it's their specialty. They know how to do it. It's like a liar is going to know how to lie, right? A cheater is going to know how to cheat. You can expect them to do those things. A thief is going to know how to break in, right? A car salesman is going to know how to sell them cars. Somebody who's manipulative their whole life, somebody who's lived this way, don't ever think you can't be manipulated. Because that's the thing with Taurus energy got me from the beginning, got me feeling like, nah, I'm really like that. You're not going to manipulate me. No, because from the first 2 cards out, Taurus, it looked like you've been manipulated. Congratulations. And not only manipulated, but somebody done worked with you and so sprinkled their magic on your ass enough to where not only did they manipulate you, but now you in the thick of some fucked up shit. And instead of seeing your way out, which is what the fuck you should have did from the last situation, right? You fighting to keep this shit. How twisted is that? All of that because of this. It's the King of Wands. This is somebody who's impulsive. And if it would have been a Queen of Wands, it would have been the other woman. But I'm still going to say this is another party involved. This is another party involved. The fact that they show me the octopus in the beginning also makes sense now too. Because like I said, this King of Wands could actually be somebody that you thought was a divine masculine. Somebody that was able to keep up a charade long enough to reel you in. Because that's the thing about being manipulated. Somebody only got to do a little bit, sprinkle a little bit of seasoning on you in the beginning. That's how narcissists get you. That's how a narcissistic person gets you in their grips. And then you ever see what is that? That's not a ventriloquist. What's the word for the guys who have the puppets? The puppet master. That's the guy that literally moves because I keep doing this, moves their fingers around and the puppet is, however you move, I'm going to move, right? That's somebody who's narcissistic, who's manipulating you to do it. All they got to do is a little bit. All they got to do is a little bit. And then they're going to bank on the fact that you're going to do the rest. Because why? Because from the beginning, they knew that once you let this slide, they was about to start figure skating in your arena. That's why it triggered the fuck out of me when somebody was saying, nah, I'm really like that. No, you're not. Sit the fuck down. Because you're really not like that. Because if you really was like that, this would have not popped off from the beginning. Let alone get to a place to where now the fucked up shit that's happening to you is bad enough this fucked up shit is happening. But now you fighting to keep the fucked up person in your life? That's some diabolical shit. This right here, this is whether somebody's cheating on you with one person that they keep running back and forth to or multiple people, it don't even matter. The message here is that there's going to be a particular person that's going to do exactly what you did in the beginning of your charade with this person. In the beginning, the minute you showed this, the minute you waved the green flag for this, the Hermit in the reverse and the Princess of Swords in the upright. Again, this Princess of Swords is 2 swords. The minute you displayed this, they knew you were locked in. So whoever this is, all they got to do is show a hint of this. And now, because y'all been in a year, or now you know a little bit about them, so now you're giving them a little bit of an argument, they on to the next. To the next person, they're going to, that's why this is here. Look at the wheel. This is time. You ever hear the saying, how you get them is how you lose them? That's this right here. Because even if you didn't think they were with somebody else or dealing with somebody else, or even if you knew they were talking to somebody else, is irrelevant. The point is that the pattern of something, somebody has always been this way. See this? Somebody has always been this way. The 8 of Cups and the King of Wands. And it's unfortunate as fuck, because whoever I'm tapping into, they would, 9 of Wands, Ace of Pentacles, they would have held on to this till the wheels fell off. Because there ain't no way. I already went through what I went through. And now after I was displaying this person, you could have been posting them on social media. You could have been like, this is the love of my life. Never knew a love like this. Singing all the Luther Vandross songs. There ain't no way I'm letting this go. I'm not embarrassing myself again. Ain't no way. Ain't no way I'm doing that. Which, that in itself is a pattern, is a reflection of what you already did in the past with somebody else. So again, Spirit is saying you have not learned. You have not learned. Which is why this is happening. Because it's up to you to pump the brakes. It's up to you to be accountable. Yo, I fucked around and found out. Yeah, this happened to me. Yeah, that was fucked up. Like now, maybe I learned a lot late, you know, but like now I'm trying to rectify this. It's never too late to learn some shit. It's never too late to fix something. But Taurus energy is so fucking stubborn. Taurus energy is, I refuse. I didn't just sacrifice everything I sacrificed. I didn't just invest everything I invested. I refuse. But you're going to find out the worst way. The worst way. Because the first opportunity this motherfucker gets, because it's a pattern. This ain't even about you. You know, that's how crazy this is. This ain't even about you. With this wheel here, this don't got shit to do with you. This is how this person already operates. The minute someone else shows them a breath of this, which is how you got locked in. The minute someone shows a breath of this, you ain't going to have no choice but to face the music. Because the first sign, this person is out. Out. To put some work in to the next victim. That's just how the game goes. That's just how, does it say that in the song? Hold on. Because now I'm like, that song, Win or Lose. Because the disposition of the lyrics is like, I am who I am. Like, it is what it is. Like, that was the energy of the song with Mobb Deep. I got to listen to this again, because that's the energy that I'm getting here of like, this is just how I go. Oh, they say, here I go again. I got to listen to the song. Because now this shit got me a little bit fucked up. Like a lot. A lot fucked up. You know what's crazy is that I keep talking about the 2 of Swords. And I mean, if you want to get technical, there is only 2 swords on the table. The Queen. This is a Queen of Swords, which is essentially the lady, right? It's a spade, it's a sword, 1 sword, singular sword, and the Page. It's supposed to be 1 sword. I know it's depicted as 2, but it's supposed to be 1. So even if we were looking at it like that, this is a 2 of Swords. But I've been looking at this as a 2 of Swords. And if we want to count the sword that's on this card, it's a 3 of Swords, which is even worse than a 2 of Swords, because it's heartbreak. 2 of Swords is denial. 3 of Swords is heartbreak. So I mean, which one you want to choose? Whichever way you spin it is fucked up. And Spirit, because Spirit is like, why the fuck would you do that? Like, why would? And then it's got to be insanity for you to think that you're going to choose the same and move the same and you're going to get a different outcome. Like, why are we still here? is the question. Low-key, Taurus energy might be the one digging their own grave. The more somebody is like holding on to something, the more deeper they're burying themselves. The more work they're going to have to do to heal themselves too, which is fucked up. It's wild too, because if you come, baby, if you know Taurus energy, you know Taurus energy is typically like confident. At least that's the energy that that Taurus energy gives out, is like confidence. And come on, your ass don't need to be in the camera. Thank you. It's like confidence and like sure of themselves, you know. But I feel like whoever I'm talking to is the complete opposite is what got you choosing this. Because if you really was confident, you really wouldn't be in no situation like this. There's no way. There's no way you would allow for certain shit like this to transpire. That's why from the beginning, somebody was like, I'm really like that. And from the beginning, I was like, nah. No. You say hi to the people? Say good afternoon, everybody. 7 of Wands at the bottom of the deck. That's you, Moochie. Look. You don't want to? Because you're stubborn? Because you're a Taurus. Give me Cassie. I ain't see you all morning. I didn't see you all morning. You want to eat with me? I said eat. Y'all saw her ear went back. You want to eat with me? Look at those pretty toes and everything. She's like, all right, you got like a few minutes before I start knocking everything down. You don't scare me. You don't scare me, Shalisha. You don't. I'm going to pull a few cards from the Spirit Song because this was wild. And I kind of want to get other messages before we disperse today's session. You know what's crazy is that oh, my nose is cold. What's crazy is that this deck was on the table inside, and when I was prepping before to come outside, I literally looked at it and I was like, nah, I'm not gonna need it. And then I ended up going back in to get it. This is the OG spring deck. This is the first deck that I got that like made me feel like it resonated, or like made me feel like drawn to it for a specific season. This one, I guess it's because like the color tones and stuff. But a few years ago when we got this was like my spring deck, the first one, and then the Sacred Bee came after. She getting comfortable and I don't want her to start like walling out, so I'm just gonna work around her. And I'm still waiting for the chat to pop up because I said I wanted to tap in with y'all in the chat, but I'm gonna have to look at the chat on the playback, which sucks. But how long I've been on here? Not bad. Not bad. The Star, which speaks of healing. The 5 of Shells, which is the 5 of Cups, which actually speaks of readjustment in this deck. 5 of Cups. The King of Swords, which is the King of Feathers, which is depicted by a lion in this deck, which is interesting. This speaks of not just justice, but logic. I'm flicking your ear because you're in my way, Buki. And discipline with the Chariot. If this is energy picking up from what we just was reading for, this is a very direct and blatant message that in order to have that readjustment, in order to realign, in order to heal, there's going to need to be somebody's going to have to be determined enough to be disciplined in their movement, in their forward movement. Somebody's going to have to be logical. Somebody's going to have to be methodical. We have 2 other cards that fell, but they were face down. So for me, the reader is energy of something that is unknown. Oh, somebody's like, I don't know if I could do it. And spirit is like, you could do it. You can supersede what it is that you need to do, which is probably why somebody has been so frustrated. You may actually have someone in your life that has been very frustrated with you because it's like they can see your potential and like being able to like do better for yourself, and you just have been choosing otherwise. It's the Magician with willpower. In this deck, it represents willpower. The Magician and the Knight of Acorns, which is the Knight of Pentacles, which my OGs know the knights, specifically the Knight of Pentacles, represents time. In the beginning, when I first was on this channel, I would do this, and it like represented like a long time. Um, and this is action, but it's just action that's gonna take some time. It's taken some time. Somebody feels like they're incapable, or somebody low-key feels, which is interesting because I was just saying that Taurus energy is usually, people usually look at Taurus as like being the confident one, but this is something new for Taurus. Being vulnerable, admitting that they need help, which is wild. I just did a reading for the members the other day, and well, now I'm thinking that there was a reading supposed to go up for the members today. I gotta double check. But the other day I did a reading, and in the reading, the main message was like, it's okay to ask for help, which was something in the reading that kept coming out. That was like, either someone was taught to not ask for help, or taught that asking for help was a sign of weakness. Um, someone was shown this, someone was taught this, but someone now was like realizing like it's okay to ask for help when you have people who genuinely fuck with you and love you. It's different. It's a different time when you have like soul tribe. That help comes in like autonomously. It's almost like effortless, and the help is just there. You know, sometimes you don't even have to ask for it. You know, when it's people who genuinely love you and fuck with you and want the best for you. But when it's people who are not for you, when it's people who don't love you, when it's people who are jealous and envy you, then when you ask for help, how dare you ask for help? So somebody in that reading that I did for the members, like it was sometime last week, in that reading, that was the message. And I'm saying that because I feel like that resonates here. I feel like even with this right here, these cards that came out and the way they came out, the two, the Magician and the Knight of Pentacles coming out face down, it's almost like Taurus is like, everything you just said, I know. But what the fuck am I supposed to do? Like, where am I supposed to go? Who, like, how am I supposed to do that? But the thing is that someone's still with the mentality of where they were, like as growing up, or like where they were in regard to like the people that they were around. But spirit, God, the divine, Chango, whoever you believe in, is like, bro, this is why I'm placing you here. Because asking for help when you were here is different than asking for the help when you're here. As long as you place yourself right here, you may not even need to ask. People can see, they can see you like this. Someone may also feel pushed to a person, which is very interesting the way they just did that to me. Because when I was going like this and like this, it's almost like spirit is saying, like, I'm trying to align you with this person, but somebody's being very stubborn. And like somebody's approaching someone. I don't know if this is a romantic connection. It doesn't feel like one. It feels very platonic. It could be a friendship. It could be somebody you met just random. But there is a connection where somebody is drawn to somebody else, and it's not coincidence at all. It's literally, when I went like this, it was literally spirit. That's literally like, bro, I moved you from here to here. Because here, like these are the people you need to be around. In order to get to the other side of this, in order to heal these parts of you, in order to align with what you're truly meant to do, your purpose on your journey, like you need to be around these people. This is your soul tribe. These are people that, it's crazy because it's people that like you come across and you may be around them for 5 minutes, and they'll see it in your disposition, they'll see it, they'll hear it in your voice, they'll see it in your eyes. Something that you could have been around people for 15 years and they didn't even notice, they didn't even blink twice. But when you come around these people and you say hi to them and you say what's up to them, or you make a fucking post, and these people can tell, oh, Taurus is suffering. I see that. And it's not I see that I'm judging that. It's I see that, I can recognize that. I've been there. And so it just feels like the 7 of Wands energy being at the bottom. I know you're not going to start scratching at that door. She is. She is. It's Taurus energy, I think, that is either in denial about this or fighting against this. And it's not because they don't want to be better. It's because they're afraid. They're afraid of being let down. They're afraid of letting people down. And they're afraid of admitting failure. Like I said in the very beginning, the issue here, the underlying issue here, aside from everything else, the table is clear now, it's ego. It's ego that got somebody still stuck on doing things the way they always knew how to do things in the past. I just told someone recently, we're gonna end it here, but I just told someone recently, like might have been yesterday morning. And if it wasn't yesterday morning, it was the day before. I just told someone, you can't, the things, the traits, the habits, um, the things that helped you, out of the struggle, the things that helped you survive, the traits, the mannerisms, the habits that helped you survive, is not going to be beneficial for you. If anything, it's going to be imperative that you drop those things in order to thrive where you are today. The stubbornness, the hustler mentality, the not asking for help mentality, the being the strong one mentality, the knowing everything mentality, all those things, they benefited you in the past where you were and who you were dealing with. You needed to have those things, which is why you gained them, which is why you aced them to the point where you did. And we talked about this so much collectively over the last few years of going from a king of wands, a king of pentacles, a king of swords, a king of cups, whatever, to go to the next suit, right? Because let's say somebody goes all the way through the swords, you get to the king of swords, and then what's next after that? Because the goal is to get emperor energy, right? And so you go through from the ace of swords through any suit, but I'm gonna just say swords for example. You go from the ace of swords all the way to the king, the ace, the 2, the 3, the 4, the 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, right? The page, the knight, the queen, and then the king. And then by the time you get to the king, that's it. You're already in it. And then you think that that's it. You think that's the end. No. What's next is now you got to go back to the page. Now you got to go back to the page of pentacles or the page of cups or whatever's next, right? And you got to start again at the page and go all the way through page, knight, ace, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, like that. That's triggering for somebody. It's very triggering for somebody. And I think Taurus is really struggling wherever they are, whatever king position they in. Taurus may have actually been that king of wands. That king of wands, because we saw the king of wands with the 8 of cups. And so there was a struggle prior to that, right? Because before the 8 is a 7 of cups. Somebody's confused. Somebody doesn't know how. I just said that. Somebody's confused. Somebody doesn't know how to do this. Somebody is not sure if they can do this. I don't like your ass in the camera. Your crusty little booty with your dingleberries. Come give me a kiss anyway. Haven't seen you all day. I love you. Mess up my shirt. She's like, yo, these people, they already got the message. They good. It's time to go. I love this girl. You my granddaughter? I'm gonna get you a carriage with a little sun hat. This summer you about to be outside with your grandmother. Anyway, don't knock the camera. Okay. She sat down. Because usually she'll hit it. Anyway. Somebody's struggling with that. Somebody's struggling with going from, I already had it figured out. This is just who I am, to having to relearn how to be a different version of themselves, a softer version, a more vulnerable version, a more evolved version of themselves. Taurus, I fuck with y'all the longest way, even though I know this was like a tough love type of reading, but I feel like if you've been with me for a while, you know this is just the type of time we be on. I love you guys wholeheartedly. Please, on your way out, hit that like button. I will see you guys. What's today? I will see you guys tomorrow. Who we doing tomorrow? Hold on. I said we're doing the fixed signs this week. So tomorrow, tomorrow's gonna be fun. We might actually do tomorrow in the nighttime. I don't know. We're gonna see, but we might actually. Tomorrow's Leo. Tomorrow's gonna be a fun one. I hope. Anyway, I love you guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow. And again, thank you guys for voting. The voting thing is already off. I know you guys can still vote, but we've already started the process. The next poll will be up again on Sunday after this week's Sunday service. For those of you on the vlog channel, Thursday, Friday, possibly Saturday. I don't even know at this point, but I ain't rushing. I hope you have a good rest of your day. The weather is getting nice. It ain't too nice. Don't be fooled. Don't be bamboozled. Wear the sweater, wear the jacket, wear the scarf. Don't fuck around and find out. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Hit that like button, hit that share button, subscribe, all the things. I love you guys. And I will catch you guys mañana. Si Dios quiere. Don't. The camera.